Excuse me, Mr. Gio.
Yeah, what's up?
What does it take to become a champion?
You gotta dream, you gotta think, you gotta act, you gotta ball, you gotta bleed, and most important, you gotta believe.
You gotta dream like a champion, think like a champion, act like a champion, say I'm a champion. Soar like a champion, bleed like a champion. Look in the mirror and believe you're a champion. You gotta dream like a champion, think like a champion.
You're tuned in to IChampionHealth Chats, the podcast for amplifying community voices and advancing health for all in Lexington, Kentucky. Each episode connects you with local champions who bring powerful stories, useful tools, and fresh ways we can show up for ourselves and others. Let's lock in and learn how we can champion health together. Welcome, listeners and viewers. I am excited to announce a special crossover season that brings together voices from across our community. I am Gerald Gio Gibson, founder and executive director of Operation Making a Change, and I'm the host of IChampionHealth Chats, a podcast where we explore real stories and fresh ideas to advance health for all across Lexington. And I'm also excited to announce I am joined by someone whose leadership helped make this collaboration possible.
Thanks, Gio. I'm Dr. Abini Elamine, co-founder of Project Ricochet and host of The Ricochet Effect, a podcast about community leadership and the impact of local action. What you're about to hear was recorded live at the 2025 Central Kentucky Black Family Conference, an event I had the privilege of helping bring to life. The conference brought people together from all walks of life, families, leaders, and neighbors, to focus on health, connection, and building stronger communities through conversation and shared experience.
This year, the IChampionHealth Initiative and Project Ricochet teamed up with something special, a joint series of community interviews we're calling The Talking Drum.
Across this series, you'll hear from youth, professionals, and artists, people who make Lexington the community it is. These conversations were led by Mr. Gio and Terry Dunford from the Voyage Movement and also the Ricochet Effect podcast as a co-host. They dive into personal stories about health, leadership, family, and life's everyday moments, both the joyful and the challenging.
Whether you were part of the event or you're just now tuning in, this series is a chance to reflect, connect, and hear what matters most straight from the people in our community.
Make sure to follow #IChampionHealthChats and the Ricochet Effect podcast at WUKY so you don't miss any part of the Talking Drum series and other future episodes. Now, let's take a moment to listen and celebrate what makes our community strong.
All right, y'all, welcome. We got a fantastic treat for y'all. This next guest, I've had the honor of listening to her speak in different capacities and, like what she likes to say, speak life into not only myself but the entire crowd. So, ma'am, can you please introduce yourself and let us know a little bit about who you are and what you do?
So my name is Taca. I am a spoken word artist. I'm simply just someone who took painful experiences and transmuted it into healing for myself and others. Like, it would be a shame for me to keep it all to myself. That's honest. So that's simply who I am.
Love it.
Wow, amazing. Well, welcome, Ms. Hollis. Taca, I love your name.
Thank you.
It's powerful. I love the locks. It's beautiful on you. So, of course, we've had many people sitting in your chair, and the first question that I'm always curious about is, what does community mean to you? What does that look like?
Community for me is just everybody realizing that this fight that we all are in, we have to do it together. I feel like our children at this point should be the focal point, because they're the ones that's gonna change this for all of us. We started, and they're definitely gonna finish it, and I truly believe that.
That's right.
Absolutely. I agree. We just had some youth in here early, and if you could just hear just what they had to say and the way they said it, it was
amazing.
Yeah, the hope right there was, for me, it gave me that. So I guess that's kind of what my next question is. Like, what gives you hope right now in our community?
What gives me hope? It's so the young people that you spoke to earlier, actually, I taught a workshop last summer and they were in it. So for you to say what you just said, that really made me feel good, and that's hope in itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Seeing some of the fruits of your labor a little bit right there.
Yeah. It started out teaching poetry, but it slowly turned into emotional intelligence. And it was so beautiful to watch especially the little young athletes. They had to be hard and flat,
Absolutely.
And it was so beautiful to watch them begin to come out of that and to be able to bear what's in their hearts. It was really powerful. It was nice.
Soften them youngsters up.
So you're in the community. You're pouring out. You're speaking life into people, and I know as a person of the community as well. We pour out so much. So how does Taca pour back into her? How do you take care of yourself to be able to show up for others?
I am very quick to unplug.
Ooh,
very quick.
come on.
There are times that my friends are like, "Are you okay?" I almost came and knocked on your door, but yes, I will unplug, and those are the times that I will focus on. I will just read, meditate. I'm really big in meditation, and just making sure that my needs are met.
Why is unplugging? I get that. Why is that so important though? Sometimes you just got to disconnect yourself.
Yes, because I'm trying to figure out how to word this. As someone I consider myself a healer. Let me just talk to y'all. I consider myself a healer. And as a healer, you give and pour, like you said, so much that there comes a time where the overflow is gone. And I don't feel that you can heal or assist in healing properly if it's not from the space of overflow.
Come on.
So when I get to the place where it's like I'm feeling like I have to unplug, because at that point it'll no longer be fair to them. The people that I pour into.
Gotcha.
No one wants half of it. You know what I'm saying? We've had enough of that.
Right.
We've been treated that way.
Absolutely.
So if I can't give you all of me, then I would rather take a step back and allow another healer to step in and do what it is that we're all collectively trying to accomplish.
Wow. Okay. Unplug, y'all. Sometimes you just gotta unplug.
Thank you for that lesson, because I'm
You
working
definitely
on
need
that
that
right
too,
now. Working in that season right now. All right. So, lastly, and we always want to thank you for your time. What advice would you give to some young leaders that's trying to step into this work, or just period?
The first thing that I would tell the young leaders is hold on to your identity. Hold on to who you are. If you can stay grounded in that space alone, that's enough that they will really begin to propel you. And the other side of that is just live a life of love. Because I feel like if you live a life of love, just paying it forward at every moment, then you are a part of this ripple effect that is astronomical at this point, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure I'm a product of a ripple effect. And just keep it going. Don't try to get out there and save the world in one day.
Okay.
I always like to say I attend to people one heart at a time.
Okay.
So just, you don't have to be perfect in this thing. Don't look to not make mistakes.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. And transparency is huge.
Yes.
Transparency is huge.
I just want to echo to all the listeners just, what Taca said. She said, we'll start it, but you're going to finish it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your
Make sure
time.
y'all finish
Absolutely.
it.
Can you tell the people where they can find you?
I am on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm under Lotus Soul. I will be honest with you. I am getting better at
because she unplugs.
posting. Yeah.
Unplug her.
She unplugs. All right, guys. Thank you so
Taca.
much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
your time.
Thank
All right.
you.
You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in to IChampionHealth Chats. If something you heard in this episode spoke to you, don't forget to follow us and share it with your community. You can find us on social media at IChampionHealth or email us at iChampionHealth@uky.edu. IChampionHealth is a collaboration between UK Prevent Community Engage Alliance and Operation Making a Change. This season of the podcast was supported by UK Healthcare's Healthy Kentucky initiative. The information shared here is from the IChampionHealth team or our guests. These views do not necessarily represent the official position of or endorsement by UK Healthcare. You can explore wellness resources from UK Healthcare and a free suicide prevention training at kyqpr.ukhc.org.